Hello, I'm DK Singh. I'm traveling in Gujarat with my colleague Urjita Bhardwaj. With me here today is Jignesh Mevani. All of you are familiar with his face, what he has been doing. So I don't have to introduce him further. I've just come out of one of the meetings he was attending with his Congress workers. And so let me start with that meeting because there were two things. I don't understand Gujarati much, but I can make sense of what is being conveyed. And that's why I need some clarification from him for you. My first question, Jignesh bhai, when you said कि अगर जवान हो और लाठी नहीं खाई गुजरात में तो क्या जवान हो? What were you telling your workers?
So basically I was telling them we are living in difficult times. In my view, whatever is happening by BJP and RSS is nothing less than fascism. There is a direct attack on Indian constitution. So during such difficult times, if you can't really take on BJP and RSS, if you really don't fight them, then elections will come and go. But while contesting elections, you have to have your organization. You have to raise your issues on your own as masses. And that kind of organization, if we are able to build, then it is something which is exciting for me. So I am not here just to become MP and MLA or remain just MP and MLA. There should be struggles on the street. And we should constantly keep fighting for the democratic fundamental rights that Constitution has given to us. So that is what I was telling to my karyakartas. And hopefully it went in their head.
And second thing that struck me was when you said, just garlanding Baba Saheb Ambedkar's statue is not enough.
Yeah, so if you belong to scheduled caste, if you belong to Dalit community, and if you remain just confined to garlanding Baba Saheb Ambedkar statue or saying just Jai Bhim, so obviously that's not enough. You have to focus on your education, on your employment. You have to hit the streets when caste atrocities, caste violence is happening to your people. And that's the real way. That's the way of celebrating, cherishing Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. तो तभी बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर ने कहा था कि शिक्षित बनो, संगठित बनो और संघर्ष करो. So you have to struggle for your rights. So yeah.
And you have got a Dalit president, national president of the party now.
He is not confined to his caste. He is well accepted among the party karyakartas. He is a very senior guy, Mallikarjun Kharge ji, and he is popular. And hopefully he will do good to the party.
Before I come to discuss what's happening in Gujarat in this election, let me ask you something about you, your personal life. You started as a journalist, then turned into an activist, and then into politics. How did you make these decisions? What triggered all these changes, in fact?
So this could be repetitive for some of your viewers. I've said this before many media groups. So when you're like 24, 25, the age where I started journalism, you have a lot of romantic ideas कि कलम से बहुत कुछ बदल देंगे and all. And और बहुत कुछ बदलाव आता भी है. And I mean it when I say it. So with those romantic ideas, I joined a Gujarati periodical. My career in journalism started. But somehow I got frustrated with the journalism immediately. And while doing journalism, I started doing research on a great poet called Mariz. So I was confused. I should continue as a researcher or as a journalist. And around that period, I started reading Bhagat Singh. So then I started doing some research and writing on Bhagat Singh. And at one point, it struck me कि what will come out of this research at the most? Doctorate? I will be called Dr. Jignesh Mevani. Do I want that? Or some thesis? Or some nice book? That work is already done. Bhagat Singh wanted to bring revolution in this country. Bhagat Singh wanted to see revolutionary change into the lives of poor, ordinary people, particularly working class people. So working day and night for working class is more important than writing a thesis or attending a doctorate. So that's where I become an activist. And late comrade Dr. Mukul Sinha nurtured me, a great human rights activist lawyer. He was from Gujarat, fought for the victims of riots, encounters, slum dwellers, tribals, Dalits, minorities. You name the thing that has happened in last 20 years in Gujarat, and he will be the petitioner. He will be on the streets, also in the court. So I worked for good 6-7 years with him. And when the UNA thing happened, I got popular. People started recognizing me all across Gujarat, all across India. And then when the elections came, elections were very close. UNA thing happened, UNA flogging incident, and the movement happened in 2016. And Gujarat elections happened in 2017. So I plunged into the electoral politics with a mindset that this is a space for me where I can expand my activism. So I contested and won independently. And I've also joined Congress party to further expand my base. So that activist Jignesh Mevani is still dominating the politician Jignesh Mevani. I'm still becoming a politician. So for me, electoral politics in a way is expanding my activism. If through activism, through social work, through socio-political movements, I've been able to reach out to 10,000 people. I've been able to impact 10,000 lives. By becoming an MLA, I can maybe impact 2 lakh people, 2 lakh lives. And if I keep growing, the impact would be larger. So that's why I'm in mainstream politics.
So you became an independent MLA, and now we are sitting in your constituency, Vadgaon. You have talked about how you find it fulfilling, but how challenging is it to stay honest, because
it is extremely difficult. It is extremely difficult. It is extremely challenging.
To remain honest,
to remain non-corrupt, and it is extremely challenging because what you want to do with the people and what exactly people want or exactly what they have in their mind, two things are constantly in contradiction to each other, right? So people want you to attend marriage ceremonies, but you want to repair an Anganwadi. Now repairing Anganwadis and doing some work with regard to public health and education doesn't fetch what's. Being in touch and pampering the egos of some of the community influencers is far more important than doing the developmental work. But then you didn't come in politics for that. So there is a conflict, there is a contradiction, and there is an irritation also at times. But you have to take a pragmatic life. If an MLA was an MLA here in this constituency before me was been able to give BPL card to 100 people, and if I want to ensure BPL cards to 1,000 people, suppose hypothetically, then becoming an MLA is important. So to become an MLA, massaging your ego is also important. Attending your marriage function, saying hi, hello regularly to you over telephone, attending your calls can help me become an MLA, which will help me ensure those 1,000 BPL card to my constituents. So you have to strike the balance between that. And I'm struggling. I'm genuinely struggling. And you have a limited income. And my salary is some 1,30,000. I have 4-5 full-timers. So my entire salaries goes after that. I have not built petrol pumps. I have not set up gas agency. I have not taken any mining lease. I have no investment in real estate. So continuing as a non-corrupt MLA is an extremely, extremely difficult job.
And what percentage of the total MLAs, say in your assembly, you think are honest?
Sorry?
That way. You said it's very difficult to remain honest as an MLA. So I'm saying, given the number of colleagues you have in the assembly, how many honest MLAs are there?
क्यों मेरा पंगा करवा रहे हो भाई? But I can proudly claim, if you approach my critics, if you ask even BJP leaders, they will be like, they're like very sorted about me. Jignesh वो कभी पैसे में नहीं डालेंगे. They're like very clear.
Offer भी नहीं किया?
Offer the kiya during the Rajya Sabha elections. They asked me they offered me a lot of money to refrain from voting. I was technically independent.
How much were you?
Like crores of rupees. Let us not go into that.
Okay.
But they have like a hell lot of money. BJP today is not a party. It's a huge corporate empire, right? It's a giant corporate body. So they have enormous amount of money, and they can offer any amount. So you can imagine, your viewers can imagine the amount. The people who are not recognized, people who are not popular in other parts of Gujarat, who are confined just to their reach and popularity is confined just to their block. Even those MLAs are offered 15 to 20 crore. So something.
So you were offered that
something
much?
massive, something much more than that.
Interesting. Anyway, coming to elections. So before I come to election, let me ask you another question. Now, in the Congress over the last few years, we saw some bright youngsters from different fields kind of coming into the party. So when you decided to join the Congress, when Kanhaiya Kumar came, when Hardik Patel came,
Imran Pratap Gadi.
So there was a lot of positive thing happening in the Congress. I mean, at least what the Congress leaders should be telling us, that listen how the party is growing now. These young bright stars are joining us. But over the last few months, what we have seen, like all these stars have kind of fallen aside.
So
you are active, you are an MLA, but
see,
Kanhaiya Kumar, we hardly see. Hardik Patel has quit.
Hardik is gone, but Kanhaiya is part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The same is the case with Imran Pratap Gadi. He is now in the Rajya Sabha. So once the Bharat Jodo Yatra is over, definitely Kanhaiya will be doing something else. So becoming part of Bharat Jodo Yatra is also a very significant kind of political work they are engaged into.
Yeah, just to build up Rahul Gandhi's brand, you mean?
No, it's a movement. It's a movement to save the nation, to save the country, to save our social fabric. This is a country of Sant Ravidas, Gautam Buddha, Kabir, Nanak, Gyandev, Namdev, Sufi Sant, and see what's happening. People are lynched. So we don't want this kind of country, right? We want peace and harmony. That's what has been the Indian tradition. India also has a long history of caste violence, but India also has produced Kabir and Gautam Buddha. So Bharat Jodo Yatra is extremely important to, remind our masses as to what we are, what we have been. We can't let this nonsense go on and on, right? So I'm extremely happy that Imran and Kanhaiya and some 117 people, Padyatris, are part of this Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Coming to Gujarat elections, what is your assessment?
We have a good chance. We have a good chance. Last time we were extremely close. We were just like some 10-12 seats away. And this time there is far more anti-incumbency against BJP. We are better organized this time. Because in last time, when there was this Triputi of Hardik Jignesh, we were all the time doing movement, hitting streets, doing demonstration, protest, rallies and dharnas, and we were all over. But we were not like well planned. We didn't have much idea of the grammar of electoral politics. Today we have some idea. I would not claim that I've learned that art. I'm still learning that art. But I have better idea. So, and Congress party also has been able to build Jan Mitra in each and every panchayat. We have Karyakartas on booth. We are doing better mobilization on the streets. Bharat Jodo Yatra ke pehle Rahul Gandhi did a huge mobilization of some 50-60,000 people in Ahmedabad. We recently completed Gujarat mein युवाओं का एक परिवर्तन rally. We have just yesterday from my constituency, a march has started in North Gujarat. We are doing marches in North Gujarat, South Gujarat, Central Gujarat, Saurashtra, Kutch. Dalit Adhikar campaign is on. Adivasi Adhikar Satyagrah campaign is on. For the forest rights, for the implementation of Forest Rights Act, we have an exclusive team working from the Congress party in the tribal pockets. We have 15% tribals. So Congress party is better placed this time.
Actually, in that case, if all these things are happening, I stand corrected, because after the Prime Minister said that, he was telling his party workers that Congress is really working on the ground.
Frankly speaking, in my humble view, it has become a tendency on the part of particularly mainstream media that if Priyanka Gandhi is doing a rally on Monday, and if it is a huge mobilization of 1 lakh people, 2 days after that, in a news channel's debate, they will say, where is Congress? ये एक आदत हो गया है. ये इतना चीजें मैं गिनवाया हूँ, ऐसे तो नहीं गिनवाया हूँ. दलित अधिकार सत्याग्रह का कैंपेन चल रहा है आज भी. आदिवासी अधिकार सत्याग्रह का कैंपेन चल रहा है. अभी हमारे साथी अनंत पटेल का सर फोड़ दिया गया, राइट, क्योंकि वो आदमी लड़ रहा है. कल ही मेरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में एक यात्रा का लॉन्चिंग हुआ. 5 जगह पे 5 यात्रा को लॉन्चिंग हुआ. युवा साथियों का एक परिवर्तन रैली हुआ. तो ये कॉन्स्टेंटली कांग्रेस कर रही है, उसके बावजूद नहीं. लेकिन कांग्रेस कहाँ है, यही सवाल मीडिया पूछता है. बिकॉज दैट्स द नैरेटिव मे बी दे वांट टू सेट टू प्लीज समवन.
Everybody is asking why Rahul Gandhi's yatra does not cover Gujarat.
See, yatra is not meant just to fetch votes. As Rahulji himself has pointed out, and some of our leaders also gave clarity on it. The yatra is a different purpose. It will have political benefit, in my humble view, very objectively speaking, it will have. But it is not just meant for that, right? And और गुजरात में हम लोग लड़ेंगे, बीच में वो भी आएंगे, उनके भी कार्यक्रम वगैरह लगेंगे. So ऐसा नहीं है.
How is it different this time? If you have been losing election one after another for so long.
Yeah, so it's a difficult task, but it's like every election is different. In 2017 there was a lot of momentum. In 2022 we are better organized, right? We are not projecting any particular phase, or we are not claiming that there is something miracle is going to happen. We have our calculation, and on the basis of that calculation, I'm claiming rather that a very good chance. And of course, we are admitting that we couldn't come to power in last 3 decades. But at the same time, despite of that, even today we have 65 MLAs. Right? In spite of the fact that Congress couldn't come to power in Gujarat for 2-3 decades, we have karyakartas in each and every village. So Congress still has tremendous amount of grassroots karyakartas in Gujarat. We have a huge network. We are deep rooted in Gujarat. That's a positive sign.
But my question is, how is 2022 different from, say, 2017 or 12 or 2007 or 2002? How is this election different for you from the previous elections?
So in the sense that we are better organized, we have done a lot of booth management, we have created Karyakarta Janmitris in each every village, which was not there in 2017. In fact, it was not there even in 2012. Not the ones who were in PCC chief or LOP in 12 and 17 did the job. They also did their job. But this time we are better planned. Raghu Sharma ji, who was the cabinet minister, he's the in charge of Gujarat. He's the ex-health minister of Rajasthan. He's here for the past 1.5 years. He's working extremely hard. We have 7 working presidents, including me. We also are working day and night. So yeah, we have good chance. We are working very hard. What else I would say?
How do you look at AAP as a contender? Because now generally it's believed that, AAP may eat into the anti-incumbency votes, and that will actually further bring the tally down for the Congress.
So frankly speaking, they don't have much base here. The hawa, the mahal that they are trying to create is mostly in media and social media. They can't mobilize people on the streets. They can't manage booth. They don't have organizational base. If elections happen tomorrow morning, I'm saying this without any bitterness and very healthily, very objectively. If elections take place tomorrow morning, they are not getting even a single seat. They want to be able to open even the account. But only because they are pumping in a lot of money, only because they are doing a lot of PR work, particularly on social media, they have been able to create this noise.
So they may not be, as you said, they may or may not be able to get seats, but they can certainly damage you.
Let us see who damages whom. We are focused in what does Congress party stand. We have come up with a proactive, positive blueprint to create new Gujarat. We will be building 3,000 English medium schools. We will be putting end to fixed pagar outsourcing and contract systems. Right? We will be giving certain kind of benefits to the landless people. There will be land reforms. We will be allotting land to the landless SC, ST and OBCs. So we have our plan. We will be focusing on that. We are a party which has built IITs and IIMs, ISRO and PRL, CEPT and NID. That's our contribution.
How will you counter PM Modi's grip, his persona?
His grip has substantially come down this time. If he's mobilizing 50,000 people, out of those 50,000 people, you check, you ask local crime branch people, you ask intelligence people, you ask local journalists, even people from BJP, they will tell you, out of those 50,000 people, at least 35,000 people will be government officers, government employees. So, few months back, in fact, last month he did, Ambaji is not far from here. So, he did a rally of some 40,000 people. So, what he will do, there will be instruction to the collector and DDO that each and every ASHA worker, each and every Anganwadi Karyakarta, each and every sanitation worker, each and every midday meal worker, each and every police karmi has to be there in the seating arrangement.
But the fact
So
is,
that's how he is mobilizing people. People are not naturally coming to see him. Right? People are not excited to. In fact, BJP Karyakartas are also not very staunch and strong this time to defend Mr. Modi. When he used to say something against Mr. Modi, they will get charged up. This is not happening.
But I was just coming to see you today, and on the way in your constituency, in fact, there's this village called Paluchi. I think Paluchi. And I was there, I was asking them.
It could be Pilucha.
Pilucha, sorry.
Maybe Pilucha, yeah.
They're saying all villages gathered. It was all about Modi. Like, we have no problem, we have this, we have that, we'll vote for Modi.
Come on.
That kind of...
This is a Congress measure. Congress has always been winning from here. I won with the margin of 90,000 votes.
No.
So when you go to a village or two...
Obviously, one village cannot define the entire constituency. I'm saying, when you're saying that people are leaving him...
Let me be very frank. We are not been able to form government for the past 3 decades. Agreed. Mr. Modi's face has clicked all these years. Not anymore. His face has not remained that exciting for the people of Gujarat that much. His charm is really genuinely coming down. His Karyakartas are really थोड़े उनके भी थोड़े घुटनों में दर्द हो रहा है.
But your party is not projecting any face.
We are not projecting any single face. We all are faces. Our PCC chief Jagdish Thakur is a very popular OBC face. Ex-PC Abid Chavda, Bharat Singh Solanki. I am also a face. We have a lot of youngsters coming up.
No, I'm surprised because if you people are so happy with your party leadership and the way it's functioning, why would Hardik Patel...
Why would you are having an issue?
Why would Hardik Patel quit the Congress? He was the working president of the Congress.
See, so many people have said no to Congress. I mean, they quit the party. It's just not about Hardik. So obviously that criticism we have to take on us. We need to do that introspection. There is no doubt about that. And we are doing that. But in these डिफिकल्ट टाइम्स बहुत से लालच होते हैं. कुछ लोगों के ऊपर ईडी का प्रेशर है, कुछ लोगों के ऊपर सीबीआई का प्रेशर है. सारे लोग तो असम की जेल में जाने को तैयार नहीं है. और हार्दिक के केस में, इन द केस ऑफ हार्दिक, आई थिंक ही इज probably pressurized by BJP to, I think it is conveyed to him that if you don't join BJP, then you could be convicted for 15 to 20 years in the sedition case. That's what my sources have been telling me.
And in Gujarat, you were talking about some young leaders joining the Congress early. In Gujarat, 3 young leaders emerged, say, since 2015, 16?
Yeah.
After post-particularization, you being one. We spoke about Hardik Patel. Then we talk about Alpesh. One is in BJP. Another has joined the AAP. And here we come Jignesh Mevani, who has really been projected by the party as, the way Jignesh Mevani
I am working president, boss.
So was Hardik Patel.
Yeah. So isn't this a projection? I just joined the party and become the working president. I am satisfied. I am happy. After the Gujarat elections are over, I'll be going all over the country. I'll be going to Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka. But let me, time being focused in Gujarat. We have elections in Gujarat. My seat is targeted by Mr. Modi, nothing less than that. I could be I am the target number 1. So for some time, let me move around my constituency. Let me focus in Patan and Banaskantha in North Gujarat. I will be helping some of the Congress candidates. But after the Gujarat elections are over, I'll be going all over the country.
See, your Jignesh Mevani is...
Isn't that a projection?
Jignesh Mevani is young.
I joined the party and all of a sudden I become the working president. That's a good projection, man.
That was the projection for Hardik Patel also.
Yes, which is good, man. It's a good thing. See, if some youngster having a lot of potential, having a lot of grassroots connectivity, having a lot of grassroots base, having an organization with him, joins a Congress party, then he or she may be projected as working president. He or she may get a good space in the Congress party.
One would expect Jignesh Mevani to say campaign in Punjab extensively.
That was my decision because I really wanted to focus. After I contested and won in 2017 December because of a lot of touring that I have to do in Gujarat and all across India, couldn't focus much initially in my constituency. So I wanted to bring the focus locally in my constituency. So it was my conscious decision not to go to UP and Punjab. But UP and Punjab are still there on the map. I'll be going there.
So you will be playing a much larger role in the party
Yeah.
now?
I'm not just, I'm very clear in my head. I'm very sorted. I'm not meant just for winning an election. I'm not meant just to be an MLA. I want to go all across India. I will be going all across India. And that's what the party also wants.
On that note, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot.
much. Thank you so much.